Hello everyone, I'm Dimitri with Canucks. Welcome to another video. The RGB phenomenon for gaming peripherals is old news now for SteelSeries because today we're taking a look at a mouse that vibrates. Think about that. So the SteelSeries Rival 700 has many cool features that maybe justify the high price in a few months, because right now, unless you are a hardcore CSGO, Dota 2 or a Minecraft fan, you can skip it altogether. The main highlights here are the OLED display on the left side that can show custom bitmap pictures. Resolution is pretty bad, but you can sketch in the editor for little messages and whatever. And its placement is actually not bad. You can lift the mouse to view the screen, but in all honesty, even with game-specific features for those CSGO, Dota 2 and Minecraft, after even forcing myself to look at the screen more often to gather information, it was anything but useful. It is kind of cool though to see the number of headshots, your kill to death ratio, the team score and many others, and I also gotta give it to SteelSeries for doing a fantastic job with giving users a lot of options with what happens on screen, but with a very poor UI, unfortunately, and it took me some time to figure out exactly what I wanted to show and how to show it on the display. So is the OLED display a gimmick? Yes, a big fat yes. I don't even see how it would be used in esports. You know, I can sort of justify the RGB colors and branding and all that, but you would never see like a camera zoom in on a mouse player to see how much ammo they have in a competitive match. That's just not a possibility since our eyes are glued to the screen and never do we give the mouse any visual attention. And this is where SteelSeries has introduced a new fantastic feature with Tactile Alert, which vibrates the mouse, and that's, I would say, a lot more functional and useful than an OLED display. So again, this is only tied to those three games, and I bet it's challenging to develop those custom APIs. So for example, in CSGO, every event can have a distinct vibration. Like you get a kill, your health drops below 20%, or you can select a range. Let's say you only have 10% of your ammo left, you get flashed, and all those combined can have different vibration indicators. And this is actually pretty cool if you narrow down to your play style. For example, I have a double vibration every time I get a kill in CSGO, which means I don't have to look at the kill feed and detract my eyes from the crosshair. The same thing with my health bar. Every time it drops below 20%, I have a distinct vibration that I know what it feels like, so that I know to be more cautious. And you can loop certain things and create your custom vibration so that you know what's going on inside the game without having to detract your eyesight from the crosshair and look beyond those other UI elements. And you would also think this is a big fat gimmick, but it actually has improved my concentration on the crosshair, again because I don't have to look at those UI elements for information. Everything is coming from the mouse and those vibration indicators. As for the rest of the mouse, it is very well built. There's great surface all around. The back cover is removable for extra plates. The rubber piece at the back is removable too. The cable is removable. You have two included, one long one, which is braided, and one soft one, which is the soft PVC rubber one. And finally, the sensor is also swappable. The optical Pixar 3366 is included. It is considered to be the best sensor ever and also found on many other fantastic mice, with an optional laser sensor module available. You can buy that separately. And I can kind of I see what SteelSeries is trying to achieve here with having a good core body that is customizable. As for the rest of the stuff, we have excellent buttons. The primary clicks feel the best out of my entire collection. The scroll wheel is submerged exactly how it should be with a nice light middle click, and every scroll step is recognized even if you're spinning like a madman. And I like that we only have 2 CPI settings. I always only enable 2 on all my other mice, and the only thing that I would say is out of reach here is the bottom thumb button. The browser clicks are great, but needing to reach all the way to the front is a big no that requires grip readjustment, which brings us to form and weight. We have great curve on the right side, slightly taller body on the left, which supports my hand very well, no complaints here, but the weight is 135 grams without the cable, so it's a pretty heavy mouse. I'm used to the 90 gram FK1 or the 94 gram caster, but good thing though, the balance of the rival is great, and totally smooth glide feed help with the transition of getting accustomed to this heavier mouse. What you're seeing now is CSGO gameplay. The sensor here is brilliant, no acceleration, with very low LOD. The vibration is just subtle for you to notice it, but without affecting the aim. And this has actually replaced my Zoe for CSGO. Because of those primary buttons, I feel the pressure required to press them is just perfect out of my entire collection. Now, I like their Engine 3 driver software integration, so you can adjust your CPI, acceleration, polling rate, and button customization, plus the 2 lighting zones. But I'm surprised that liftoff distance is not configurable, and then entering the Game Sense tab is where you can go nuts with screen and tactile control for these 3 games. Unfortunately, those 3 games only. Honestly, I wish that they ditched the OLED display and dropped the price to $79, which is that sweet spot, and very good quality mice that are available for that price point, especially since, you know, for 95% of the time you don't use it past the point of like experimentation with it and seeing if you can actually find it functional. I didn't, but that tactile vibration is absolutely amazing, and you know, I was more impressed with it than I initially expected. So that concludes the Rival 700 review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The vibration motor is great, the OLED display not so much. I'm Dimitri with Canucks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.